Okay, I want to show you guys what the sky looks like. So out this way, it's dark and gloomy. Tut tut, it looks like rain. And then these are soybean fields, and beyond the soybean fields, and then over there, that's where we have hay laid down, drying. And the sun's out and it's beautiful. So hopefully we get lucky. We are lucky. We're blessed. I just think it's funny. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, but the wind is going in our favor in the right direction, but that's dark. Super dark. Someone's getting wet over there. All right. Oh, look, there's some deer. So I'm out here mowing our lane. This is second cutting, but it's not cut yet. I just kind of wanted to do an update on this storm. So there is definitely rain and thunder and lightning coming from the north. Tyler, I know, is trying to keep himself busy and not look outside and not think about it because it's just traumatizing to him. He has a new theory to cut hay based on their barometric pressure. And it wasn't exactly ideal, so I don't know if he's having like superstitious thoughts, but that's ugly. Look at it. It's darker in person than it is through the camera, but all around over there across the street, that's where all of our hay we have laid down. So worst case scenario, if it gets rained on, it's cow hay. We don't have all of our second cutting fields cut. We still have plenty of second cutting fields that are gorgeous, that will wait, for a week or two until we get another good stretch of no rain. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, his contingency plan, obviously, it would be to wet bale or high moisture bale and have it wrapped in plastic, and it's good for cows. Or we don't have a chopper, but he always thought if a crop did get destroyed, you just chop it and broadcast it back onto the field as organic matter for fertilizer. So we shall see what happens. So what you thinking?
I'm thinking that this rain is just skating by.
Fingers crossed?
Yeah.
Or what it is what it is. So I was mowing across the street and talking about, your contingency plan is it would be high moisture baled or wet baled, or it would be sold as cow hay. We just wouldn't sell it. We wouldn't be able to fill our second cutting orders off of this hay, obviously, if it gets rained on, but we don't cut all of our fields at one time anyway. So there still is second cutting to be had if this second cutting gets wet. Hopefully not. Right?
Yeah. I mean, the weatherman said that there'd be 7 days of clear weather, no 0% chance of rain, and then it changed to 30, and then it changed to 50, and now we have a storm going just north of us, and we had a storm going just south of us earlier. So
tell us about your barometric pressure theory.
So I generally, when I watch the barometer, and when barometric pressure gets up over 30, your chance of rain is less likely than what it is below 30. So generally I try to cut hay around 30 inches of barometric pressure if the hay is ready and the weather is permitting. So I mean, once the barometric pressure starts to rise, and if we have hay that's ready, then great, we can go cut. But it doesn't always work that way. Like this, it was barometric pressure was 29.9, and we have rain north of us
To the north.
and we had rain go to the south of us. We have not had a drop yet, but this is part of the stresses of doing hay. This is why hay is priced accordingly, because you could potentially risk a whole cutting due to one pop-up shower, and that's one whole crop that's gone, that people don't quite fully understand. This isn't corn or soybeans where you give it 2 days to dry out and then you go and continue to harvest. This is a crop that is a complete loss, not only for you but for us. So it's across the board, and that's why a pop-up shower that's fully unexpected is unfortunate, and the stresses that are involved with haymaking have to reflect this.
Right. And we also haven't quit our day jobs.
No, we work full time and get to pull our hair out when this happens.
And hopefully not watch the hay get rained on. We got some really good lightning action in the background for this video. It is what it is.
There is a gentleman that's just north of us, northeast, and he took probably almost 100 acres down yesterday. Everyone cut in this area, and it's getting washed. He definitely is getting washed because his is right that way. So his hay is getting washed this evening.
His cow hay.
Yeah.
Unless he puts it for sale as horse hay on the internet on Facebook Marketplace.
He can do whatever he wants. I don't do that. So.
All right. Well, sit tight. We'll keep you posted. I'd say she raining. So it's raining.
Yep.
So we have some cow hay for sale.
Yep, we got clipped. Got the storm, just the tail end of one, and she rained. I don't know what the rain gauge says yet, but I'm guessing we got maybe up to a half an inch.
So what's your game plan? How many acres got rained on that's down?
There's just about 60.
Oh, really? I didn't realize it was.
50, 55. Nah, just about 50 actually. Just about 50.
Well, there was some cow hay orders that needed filled, so.
Yeah, we'll see if maybe we can high moisture bale it. And it's not a complete loss yet, but it's definitely not horse quality.
Have we got rained out ever since we started growing hay?
No. This is the first year that we've had the weather how it is, and that's if you can get dry hay off this year, I think you're doing good in this area. In this area, we've gotten rain. Into Thumb of Michigan, we've gotten rain. We've gotten a lot of rain.
So, the past few, I would say first cutting, the market has been flooded with hay. There's been an abundance, but
Well, that's that gentleman that I was talking about earlier. He was just cutting first cutting. First cutting is seeded out. First cutting is no longer
right.
of any feed quality.
Because
it could be
it's the beginning of July.
yeah. I mean, you could feed it as a filler, some fiber, but you're not getting any protein value out of that. And there's people that are just cutting first cutting and square baling it and selling it. So I mean, like, if you see cheap hay, that doesn't mean like, oh wow, there's cheap hay. That means that chances are it's seeded out or it's been rained on. It's just not that good a quality. If you're gonna have quality hay that people take a lot of time and effort and put a lot of money into their fields, it's gonna cost more.
So I can say from personal experience that years ago, I had bought a prior year. A farmer was trying to just off their hay. This is before I met you. A farmer was trying to off their hay from the previous year to make room for the new stuff that was coming in, and I bought everything he had. And I think I bought like 400 bales because that's all I could store. And I packed my shed full with hay. And all my horses started losing weight, and I was convinced they were all going to die. And they had some like incurable disease. And I called the vet out. The vet came and he come into the barn and looked at the hay and he said, oh, this is all seeded out. So there's like no nutritional value. So even if you free fed it, a horse couldn't eat it fast enough. It's not even possible for a horse to eat enough hay matter in addition to
of that hay matter.
Right, in addition to concentrated feeds like grain for them to maintain weight, much less gain weight. So I know firsthand from experience what happened. And then I had all this junk, garbage hay, and no money, and skinny horse. It was a nightmare. It was lesson learned. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. So I do feel bad for people that don't know,
Yeah, you want to look, you want to find out, search ways to know if your hay's seeded out. Look at the heads of the grass.
The seeds were really small. Like I didn't know, what I was looking at then. I mean, I do now, but I didn't, and that's part of the reason why we even started these videos. It's to
generally first cutting. Once you get past the second week, if not the third for sure, once the grass pollinates and seeds, then it's very, very little feed value, and it just goes down from there. If you're looking to feed it as a filler, that's what. But don't expect any weight gain or growth out of that type of hay. It's just not going to happen. There's no nutritional value.
So my personal horses still we need hay for the year for them. And sorry, not sorry to all the customers out there, but Crystal's horses, Child's Family Farm horses, hay order comes first. So now that we're in this position, we still have, 3 more fields that haven't been cut yet?
We got two left, yeah. For second cutting.
The big one out back and the one across the street.
Yeah, we got two fields left for second cutting that.
Right, and so if there's anything left over after what we need for mine, then that would be available for sale. And then we just
pray for third cut.
Right. All right. Thanks for watching.